Alright. Today on NewbieVeT, got a special guest in the building. We got my girl, Marie Brooks.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's going on, Marie?
Nothing, just chilling.
We're supposed to be got his interview with you. I just been super busy and really took a break on the interviews, but you know, back on them. How your day been?
It's been good. It's been good. Yours?
Hot as hell. Hot as hell, but other than that, it's been pretty good. So let's get into it. So originally you born and raised Augusta, Georgia.
Yes.
What hospital? You forgot, you don't even know what hospital. You just know I was Augusta.
I want to. Oh dang! I was just looking at my birth certificate too. I want to say I was born at MCG.
MCG?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what neighborhood that you remember the most of growing up down this way?
I grew up in Farrington. I also grew up off of Milledgeville Road. So like those the two places that I remember the most.
Okay. How was it growing up in them areas?
Honestly, when I stayed in Farrington, like we really fairly went outside. But when we went outside, it was actually fun. Like we was kids, we was in the streets. In Farrington, if anybody from Farrington remember the old white man that stayed on the corner, he had like all kind of animals. He had a monkey, he had fish and everything.
What was it, Dr. Doolittle?
I don't know. But he had all the animals and like all the neighborhood kids who used to go to his house and stuff, play with the animals.
So he was an older white man?
Yeah.
Older white man. Oh, that's dope. That's pretty dope. And he was in Farrington area.
Mm-hmm.
He passed away, I presume.
Yeah.
I assume. Oh, okay. Hey, that's pretty unique experience.
Yeah, it was.
He had a monkey. How big was the monkey?
That thing was big. Like real big.
Golly.
I wanna say it was a orangutan, but don't quote me
had long
on
arms, because you know orangutan got the long arms.
Yeah, it was like a big monkey though. I was like, okay. I wanted one. I still want one though, but I want a baby one.
You walk around with just a baby orangutan in your house. Okay.
Yeah.
So so is that in what about Milledgeville Road?
Milledgeville Road. Still kids, like just running the streets, really. That's when I was like out and about adventuring. We used to jump the creek in between Milledgeville and Rocky Creek neighborhood. The trailer's right there. It was a creek back there that we always used to go and play in, jump and run and stuff.
Oh, okay. Sound like y'all were having a lot of fun back then.
Oh yeah.
So far as the neighborhoods, do it look the same from back then, or it then got better, worse?
Off of Milledgeville, it does not look the same. A lot of the like trailers and even the neighborhood down the street done changed. Different owners. They done gated a lot of the communities now. But like Farrington, it's still the same. Still look the same. All that.
Oh, okay. So what schools you done went to? Because everybody in Augusta go to at least about 5 schools at least.
I actually only went like elementary. I went to Bayville, but I didn't go to middle school or nothing like that in Augusta. When I came back high school, I went to Butler.
Okay.
Shout out to my Bulldogs.
Okay, Butler. Okay, Butler. Okay, and they shut down Butler too, by the way.
When?
Or is it Butler? No, it's Josie.
Oh,
it's Josie. It's Josie. I'm sorry about that. Butler finna kick my ass. Josie, Josie. But yeah, they shut down and made that to a career center.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So Butler. So how was the experience going to Butler?
I actually liked it. I enjoyed Butler. I mean, I met a lot of good people that I'm still cool with. Yeah, like I really enjoyed Butler.
Okay.
It taught me a lot.
So, question, when it comes to Augusta history, as far as when it comes to the educational thing, so from your experience, how come Augusta takes the high schools so serious down here when it comes to like as far as rivals, competitions, to a point where it started in school, but it wound up becoming a long-term thing down this way?
Cause if you look at Augusta, like our politicians, they really ain't trying to have us like let us do anything. We really don't have a lot down here. The stuff that we did have, they took it away. So what's the next best thing? It's a city full of black people. What we like the most? Sports.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like when it comes to each school got a different thing that they're good at. I ain't gonna say who's good at what.
Yo, please don't say that. Oh God.
I would say each school has something that they're better at than
That's
the
his
other
perks.
school.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. That's dope. That's dope. So, were you popular in high school?
Nah, I like to be a loner.
So you was always just chill, laid back, stuff like that. You went to college?
I tried.
You tried? What college you ever went to?
I tried to go to Payne.
Okay.
It didn't last. So then I left Payne and I went to Augusta Tech. I actually got an associate's in accounting at Augusta Tech.
That what's up.
And then I went to Millamont, tried to go to nursing, didn't like it. Then I like dropped out of school for a little bit, went to Aiken Tech for nursing, dropped out of that, and I was like, yeah.
So when you're starting a task on something, why it be so hard for us to sometimes start back, finish it? As far as like we might start a task or something, then life hit us, but then some of us might not go back to try to complete that task. We start a whole nother task. Cause
your interests change. I know mine do. And speaking from somebody that's done a lot of stuff, experienced a lot, like my interests change daily. Like I can wake up one day and be like, oh yeah, I want to do this. And then by 5 or 6 o'clock that evening, I'm on to something else. Yeah. Right. Like you got to keep your mind open like that.
Right.
And a lot of people like, oh, you must got ADHD. No.
No. It's just like a lot of us don't want to be stagnant, and we don't want to be getting to a point where we too comfortable, to a point where we in that hamster wheel.
Yep.
Seem like we're moving, but we're not going nowhere.
Yep.
So yeah, exactly. So when did the modeling kick in?
Oh, in 2011, 2010, 2011, cause like, oh my gosh.
First of all, what made you even want to get into modeling?
To have something to do.
Okay.
So I wouldn't get in trouble.
Okay.
Like high school, I tell you this, high school, my senior year, I went to Burt County. I used to fight. I used to be bad. I used to fight a lot.
You used to be an angry female or something? You used to be angry a lot?
No, I wasn't angry at all. I was just like a quiet person. And you know, when you that quiet person,
you get tried a lot.
Yeah, everybody like, oh, she quiet. She thinks she all that. No, I just don't fuck with y'all. Like, I don't know y'all. I don't want to get to know y'all. I'm just here to learn. And that's how I, like, when I work now, that's how I am. I'm here to make a check. That's it. I really don't want to get to know y'all. If we get to know each other, cool. But it's like, yeah, no. And then I had to leave Butler my 11th grade year because I got locked up. We had, if anybody remember Butler 2007, right before we got out for summer break, we had like this big school book bag search. I ended up getting into it with one of the officers because he tried to tell me I didn't go through the metal detectors. But I'm like, I did. I just came out the lunchroom. Ended up getting into it with the officer, ended up fighting the officers, got locked up. The Judge Blanchard, I'll never forget. But I thank that man to this day. I got out. My mama came and got me. Finished school. My court date was that summer. The judge told me, I want you to do 10 days in jail. Then when you get out.
So you had to do 10 days in jail in your 11th grade year?
Yeah, that summer.
Damn. Soon as summer hit.
Yeah, soon as summer hit, went to court. Judge was like, "Oh, well, you got two options." And then like the officer who took me and booked me at 401 was like, "Oh, well, she was up there calling us all types of bees and hoes," and I was like, I'm just looking at her. My mom made made her soul rest in peace. I love my mom. She was standing beside me. And this is how you know, like, my mom always held me accountable for anything I did. The judge asked her, "Well, what do you think your daughter punishment should be?" She said, she has to learn her consequences. And I'm looking at my mama like, what you mean I gotta learn my consequences? Like, that don't make sense. But okay, mama. Judge said, you're gonna have to do 10 days in jail. He said, when you get out of jail, either you can sign up for like the military or have something to do. He was like, you have to like graduate high school. And after high school, it's like either I'm gonna go to college, I'm gonna join the military, or like his stipulations was you could do a whole month in jail and then we'll do that. And I was just looking at him like, I don't want to do none of that.
None of it. I don't want to do that.
What? So before they put me completely in jail, like, because the day I went to court was the day they locked me up completely. Like, my mama started crying. I'm looking at her like, this your fault.
Right.
What you cried? This is your fault, mama. I ended up telling the judge, okay, I do the 10 days. And after high school, I go to the military.
Okay.
So I ended up graduating from Burke County because Richmond County told me I couldn't come back, and if I came
Shout out
back,
Burke County.
I had to. Yeah, shout out to Burke County. All my people down there that I know. Right. Dang. I ended up having to graduate down there because Richmond County told me, "Oh, well, we can't let you back into the school. You're gonna have to go to alternative school."
Because you fought the officer.
Yeah.
Right.
I ain't going to alternative school.
So that basically had you as a violent offender.
Yep.
Basically because you hit a cop, in the school system. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Damn. That's crazy. So that even if that happened to you in 9th grade, that would have followed you all the way to
12th, yeah.
12. Damn. So 12th grade, you had to do alternative the whole year?
Oh, I didn't. I was like,
that what they wanted you to do?
Yeah.
Oh, hell nah. No.
The whole year. I was like, nah, I'm good. Nah. I'm going to transfer back to Burke County. That's what I'm going to do. And I ended up graduating there, but like I ended up like getting into a fight there too with people.
So Richmond County's told you no. Mm-hmm. Well, you had to go to alternative, but Burke County was like, okay, we'll take you.
Yeah. So
why did they take you and why Richmond County didn't?
Because Richmond County thought that I was going to go in my 12th grade year doing the same thing. Which, okay. I mean, like I told them, if nobody bothered me, I ain't going to bother nobody, including the officers. Like, that was just my mindset. Like, right. I don't care about the police. I mean, I still don't, but...
Fuck the police coming straight out of Compton.
Listen, I still don't, but I respect them as long as they respect me. Like, that's what I'm on now, and it's like, yeah. Gotcha. I'm not. If I can't spend my 12th grade year with my friends in the actual school, then I'll switch. Right. Like, I'll go somewhere else.
Right. So with Burke County, you didn't have no restrictions with Burke County. You had just a normal school.
Yep.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. And you got to fight. Was it the first month? Did you at least give it 3 months? Like, what was the time frame?
I want to say right before Christmas break, I had got into it with a girl. And I'm like, girl, in high school, I really didn't care about no dudes, none of that. Like, the way that I dress now that I'm older was not the way I dressed in high school and stuff. So, like, bro, I ain't...
You was more covered up?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like,
was you tatted?
No.
Okay.
I didn't get my first tat till like 18, and that was after high school.
Okay. I like now these girls getting tatted in 10th grade.
Oh, ninth grade.
Yeah, ninth
grade. Like, right. Getting facial piercings and stuff. I'm like, girl, you in school?
Yeah.
You in high school though?
Right. But they allow so much now.
Right. If it was our time, you gonna get suspended. Okay.
Right.
That's fine. Just don't call my mama.
Right.
That was
That was the whole thing right there.
I don't care how many days y'all suspend me. Don't send no letter to my house, and don't call my mama.
Boy, them letters to the house, boy, they be so damn stressful. Cause you don't know what day they coming.
I remember one time when I was at Butler, they was like, I had after school for being tardy a lot. Mind you, I walked to school, so like I was staying with my sister when I was going to Butler, and I was walking to school, like it was like a block. So my sister was like, "How you be late every day?" I don't know. I just be late, I guess. And they told me, they was like, "Oh, well, you got in-school suspension that you got to do for a week, and then we gonna send this letter to your house." I said, "I'll do whatever y'all want. Just don't send that letter to my sister's house. Because she going to be mad at me, ask me, well, why you late?"
Right.
I don't know.
Now you got to go through a whole lecture.
Boy, listen. Whenever she used to be like, "Well, go check the mail." Let me go check the mail for you. Hold on.
With pleasure.
Because I need this letter. And then I got smart. Like, one day I was like, "Well, y'all can send it to this address." And it was my mom's address. And, like, my sister stayed with my mom at the time. And I used to call, "Hey, did you check the mail today? Because the school sent something." Like, yeah, y'all ain't about to get me like that.
Yeah, big fat,
At
big fat.
all.
Right up on it.
Yeah.
Right on it. So with the modeling, what was the first gig that you got with the comes to the modeling?
Let me think back. Ooh. With my modeling, I had did a photo shoot with the Crown Vic boys.
Shout out Crown Vic boys.
I never forget, it was two of them had showed up with their cars. Shout out to Ward and Rod. Those
Okay.
the two who cars I had shot. Matter of fact, I think I still got them pictures. I be looking at them sometimes like, dang, I was small.
Yeah, you were smaller back then.
Real small.
You were small. Yeah.
That's what a lot of people like. "Me, you used to be so small."
People don't recognize you like they look at you different compared to back then. Like you don't
Yeah.
look the same to them.
Some people say I still look the same. I just gained weight, and I was like, "You trying to call me fat?" Not fat, but yeah, a lot of people, they be like, "Dang, I didn't know that was you." That's me.
So what all type of jobs you did when you came to modeling? Like you did commercials or what type of work you did?
Mostly I did like promotional work.
Okay.
I used to host like biker parties, the anniversary parties for bikers and stuff. I did like, 1, 2, 3, about 4 of those
Okay.
biker parties I hosted for them.
Okay. So what are the headaches doing those back then doing the modeling and the promotion at the same time?
Trying to make everybody happy.
Gotcha.
When you can't, like, because some people be like, "Oh, well, I want you to promote this party for me." Okay, I'll promote it, but my promotion come with stipulations. Like, when I post something, especially back then, like I had a lot of people that was fucking with me. But even now, those same people still fuck with me. But back then, if I went to a party, everybody was like, "Oh, Mimi gonna be there, I'm gonna go." Yeah, because one, we gonna have fun.
Right.
Like, it ain't gonna be no bullshit.
Right.
At all. And like well, I ain't as friendly I was back then, but like I'm friendly. Like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, I wasn't stuck up or nothing like that. So a lot of people really fuck with me.
Right. Gotcha. So what was the fall back? Like, what made you fall back from all that?
I got tired.
Tired. Okay.
Yeah, it's draining. Trying to keep up with all the events in 1 week.
Yeah, man.
Oh, especially like back then. Like, if
Did you have help?
I mean, it was other people like on the promotional team, but
How many y'all had on the promo team? You don't remember? About 2 or 3?
it depends on which team I was with, because I was with a lot of teams back then.
Gotcha.
I want to say the biggest promotional team I was with at first was Black Hollywood.
Shout out Black Hollywood.
Yeah, RIP to him. And Mike Hollywood, they promotional team. We had like a lot of people. And then I left them. I went to what is that name? King Steve.
Okay.
His promotional team, we was small. It was like maybe 5 of us, if that.
Okay.
I left them. I went back to Mike Hollywood and Black them. And then I left them and I went to P Nice First Class.
Okay.
And that I want to
Shout out
say
Ugly Buddy.
he was like the biggest promotional team.
Yeah.
Because he had almost like 20, 30 people on his promotional
Yeah.
team.
He was like when I moved to Aiken, and I used to come down to Augusta and do a lot of shows and rub elbows with people. I used to bump into him a lot. And yeah, he used to have a lot of people that working for him or just following him and stuff like that. So he had a movement going on when I came down this way. Most definitely.
Ooh.
Yeah. Shout out Ugly Money. So, what made you want to get into the acting bag?
Honestly, after Chantel and you hit me up, I was like, you know what? Let me try this, like, cause it was one thing I ain't tried in my life, so I was like,
Something different.
yeah, like,
Gotcha.
what's the worst that could happen?
Right.
Like, I'm down to try anything.
Right.
But let me say that back, not anything.
Not anything. Yeah. You don't say anything.
But
Yeah.
I'm down to try some things.
Try some things, yeah. They should try it out. Cause I mean, I think our curiosity sometimes, a lot of us ignore our curiosity to a point where we miss an opportunity that could be a bigger opportunity or a good opportunity or whatever. And that goes back to what we were saying earlier with people being too comfortable.
Yeah.
Being in the situation, because you have some people that don't even like to go out and meet people, but they expect people to flock to them for some reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you consider yourself an outgoing person or more indoor?
It depends on the situation in the day. Cause some days I be wanting to be out, and then some days I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stay in the house. I'm gonna stay cooped up. Like, I don't care about going out.
Right. Cause I mean, going out these days now, you got to be careful where you go to. Basically with the crowd, honestly, with the crowd. But then that could be tricky too, because it can happen anywhere with any type of, because you never know other people's situation before they got to that spot, and that might be the spot where it goes down.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things like that. So, which I know you probably have been in a couple situations like that before, as far as like being in, because being in promo and y'all going to different events and stuff like that, there probably incidents where y'all had to work together to get out of a situation. Maybe had nothing to do with y'all, but just something happened at a club.
Surprisingly, I will say this, and knock on wood, I have not been in a situation like that.
That's dope. That's really good.
Thankfully, and I be praying about that too. I want to say the only situation that I came close to being in something like that. I don't know if you remember years ago when Super C's used to be open.
Okay.
And old buddy got shot in the head.
Yeah.
That day, we was actually headed to the party. I want to say that was I don't want to say that was the Faux Loco party we had, but it was one of the big parties that we was throwing. And we ended up being late to the party, super late. So by the time we got there, everything hadn't happened. Everybody, the police was clearing everything out and stuff. So I was like, and everybody was like, "Oh, where y'all been there? We was looking for y'all, baby. We literally just got here.
Wow.
Just got here." So I take that as a blessing. And then just honestly, the thing that really made me stop promoting a lot for parties and clubs was just how times started changing, and you could tell between generations.
Right.
Our generations, even though a lot of us back then we used to fight at parties and stuff, one thing I say is our generation never really shot nobody. If it came down to that, it had to been something real extreme.
Something real. See, most damage we were doing is you maybe hit somebody, if you're in the club, maybe hit somebody with a pool stick, bottle, chair, something like that, but it didn't ever resort to the guns until something this was serious then.
Exactly. And I'm this generation now coming up that's partying, they scare me. I don't care what you say, they scare me. And I'd rather be safe than sorry, because one,
Yeah.
y'all pull out too many guns for
Yeah,
me.
not only that, it's like you get into it with it, you know, y'all you get into it with them inside the club. Now you gotta worry about making it to your car.
Exactly.
So
Because back then, baby, we got into it in the club. We was good.
yeah,
Beef was dropped.
right,
Unless you wanted to go again. And
right,
then we'll find somewhere to fight. Like,
right,
this whole generation, they don't, to me, they done became too soft and they really don't like to fight, because who wants to lose? But even back then when we lost, baby, I want to go again. What
right,
you talking about?
right,
Give me another one.
right,
Like, come on.
right. So how you feel about today's women embracing the masculinity of men? Cause like now you have more younger women that's acting like young boys, really, but you know they still feminine.
Yeah.
But their demeanor and attitude is street, hood, cause they talk more gangster stuff and shooting you more than a
Yeah.
YN now. So, what you think about that?
I might get a lot of hate for this, but I think, like, as women, like, they should not be doing all that. I'm sorry, like, it becomes a fine line between being masculine and being feminine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, you gotta have your balance with that. You can't let your masculine overpower your feminine, because you still a female at the end of the day.
Right.
Like, baby, you still bleed once a month. You still carry heavy emotions more than a man. So,
Right.
like, you out here trying to be hard for what?
Right.
When I see women like that, I really be like, well, baby, who hurt you? What do you need to go
Yeah.
heal? Like, because you really need to go heal.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. Like, I know I used to be that person that's like, I always hung out with the fellas and stuff.
Right.
Like, it got so bad to the point where my own cousin that does does tattoos, John, shout out to him. He used to be like, oh yeah, my cousin, that's a whole nigga. I'll be like, I mean, I act like y'all sometimes, but bruh. And that's why I was like, hold on. So y'all really telling me I act like a whole dude out here? And I had to step back and like, dang, I'm really acting more like a dude than a woman. Let me switch this up.
So when a man said a woman is acting like a dude, what do they normally say? Like, as far as, do they say it because of the woman's how her actions are, as far as like how you speaking, like you might be too over aggressive,
Yeah.
or you might be what they call it bossy, or something like nobody can't tell you anything. One of those type of ones. Like, what you say?
With me, it was like my demeanor and the way I acted, the way I talked, the things I would do. Like, I was in a car club.
Okay.
I love cars. I love fast cars.
Right.
But like the older I got now, and all the tickets that I done incurred over the years, it's like I don't want to speed no more. I just want a nice fast car. Like,
Oh, you was a speedster too.
ooh,
Oh my God, you was like me. The judge told me, he said, if I see you again here, you will never get your license ever again. I said, okay, sir. I drive like a senior citizen now.
listen,
They be pissed off at me on the road. I don't give a damn.
I never went to court for a speeding ticket,
For real?
but I never paid them either. My license used to be suspended so many times, and I know they'll get suspended for speeding. For a speeding ticket, I didn't pay. I didn't go to court for.
You'll pay it later on.
Yeah, later on.
Yeah.
I'll pay them when I realize my license suspended.
Right.
And that wouldn't be until I get pulled over for speeding again.
And then you gotta act like, oh shit, damn, I ain't know. Oh man, oh they suspended? What? Why? You don't say.
Every time they be like, you didn't know your license? No, you
hell
telling
nah.
me something new.
Like somebody gonna be like, yeah, I knew they were suspended. I ain't care. Like,
And they be like, well, hold on, let me go check. Okay, well, you didn't show up. I had court. Nah, let me go get this straight.
Right.
I'm like, bro, no.
Don't you hate when they be like, yummy, just tell me the truth. You know, you tell me the truth, you know, everything be good. You know, I make sure, you know.
I am telling you the truth.
I'm like, bro, right. I didn't know, brother. Which is crazy now. That's wild. That's real wild.
Yeah, I was a speedable.
Oh, man.
Super speeders. All that.
All that.
I remember one time, I might be telling my business, but this happened years ago. I had this Audi A4 with twin turbos. It was red too. I missed that car. Ended up getting caught by the police. But not me.
So you were speed racing with somebody
Yeah.
on Bobby Jones?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened?
They got caught by the police.
Oh.
I didn't. Y'all wasn't about to catch me because I already know what
you
y'all
ain't
about to
stopping.
do.
You ain't stopping and checking on them. Hey, y'all okay?
No, listen. And the people who know about this particular night, they'll tell you because it was somebody in the car with me, but they was telling me where to go because I literally. The person who I was racing, though, they asked for it. They was like, come on, let's race because I could beat your car. Okay, I got an Audi, bro.
Y'all was on the road or this before y'all got on the road? Or how did
No, before we got on the road because we, in the car club, we had a meeting. And after the meeting, everybody was talking. And, like, I was like that one girl in the car club. Like, bro, I'm going to keep up with y'all.
Right.
I don't care what kind of car I'm driving. Y'all speeding, I'm speeding too.
Right.
What y'all mean? So the guy, he was like, yeah, I know I can beat your car. Okay, let's go. I ain't gonna say the people's name, but the other person that was there, they had another car. I want to say they had a Mustang. The other person that was with us, they had a Mustang. Now, I wasn't never gonna race that person with the Mustang because I know they Mustang. I know what it could do.
Yeah, I know what that do.
He's sitting over there laughing. Me and the other guy. He was like, yeah, come on. I was like, okay, let's do it. I was like, as soon as we get off the exit. Matter of fact, we was on Windsor Spring exit, getting on Bobby Jones. We was at that Burger King that night. And I was like, as soon as we get off on the exit and we hit Bobby Jones, I was like, we gonna go.
Y'all go.
Ended up, I don't know how it matched up perfectly. All three of us got on in the 3 lanes. Gone. Next thing I know, I see lights in my rear view. But by the time we see the lights, we getting ready to cross under the bridge at Gorin Highway. So son was like, oh, hell no. I started like switching through traffic. It was another car that caught on to what was going on that tried to block me. Like, bro, you're not about to block me.
Oh, so they had the police?
Yeah, trying to hold me back. No, move.
Hey, goddamn.
If you don't move,
you're trying to be a cop.
Luckily, I got away. But my friends, so the Mustang, they been gone now. They called us soon as we getting off the exit by the mall. They calling me, saying, y'all all right? I seen the lights. Where you at home? I'll hang up. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Yeah, like, and then kind of find out he stayed right there off of Gorin Highway.
So that's why he racing you. Yeah.
I was like, bruh, y'all get on my nerves. All I remember is the person that was in the car with me, they was like, go this way. We went into the mall, drove around the mall, went into that neighborhood back there, and we sat in somebody's yard, and they called the person that we had down left. The officer picked up the phone, said, yeah, I got your little buddy here. I got your buddy. Where y'all at? Y'all need to come back. I seen you in that Ford Taurus. Baby, I wasn't in no Ford Taurus.
No Ford Taurus.
Now, I don't know what you're talking about, officer. We at home. We waiting on him to pull up. Well, where y'all stay at? We ain't telling you. Click.
Yeah.
Click.
Where y'all stay at?
Click on you, officer. But he ended up, and it's so crazy because he was in the Army at the time. So the MPs had to come get him from 401.
Right.
And he called us the next day talking like, yeah, I'm out. Y'all want to run it again? Boy, no. Hell no, cuz I ain't got time, bro.
Man, that's funny. Talking about y'all want to run it again.
That was my little homie, though. That was
like, he had a thrill doing that.
He did.
Had a real thrill doing that. So when it comes to music, who's your favorite artist as far as when it comes to female hip hop today? R&B too, pop too, basically all of it.
Oh, that's kind of hard.
Well, give me 5 artists.
Okay, so my top female artists would be Cardi B.
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
Lotto.
Okay.
Mulatto.
Lotto and Mulatto ain't the same people?
No, not Mulatto, but how do you say her name? I can't think of how to say her name right now, but it's an M name. It's a black artist.
Okay.
And dang, I don't know. I don't know who my fifth one would be though. That's kind of hard.
Okay.
But those my top ones right now that I listen to.
Okay. 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 All right. So, if you were to look at this generation of superstars compared to other eras of superstars, from your opinion, which era you feel had the more stronger superstars?
Mm.
If you go to if you go to the 80s, well, you can go to the 70s, but if you go to the 80s, you have the Michael Jackson era, you had Alani Richards, you had a lot of superstars in the 80s.
Yeah, you did.
You had
like the 80s and the 90s is like top tier artists.
A lot of superstars in the 70s too, but you had a lot of 80s superstars, 90s superstars.
Yeah. Those
2000 superstars, 2010.
I think it's each generation has like their own big superstars, but like the 90s really hit different.
Okay.
The 90s hit different for me.
Okay. Okay. Would you say that because it's kind of like the era you would kind of grew up basically around in a sense in that area?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. It's more so because if you listen to the music from like the 90s, it's more real in it. Like it's actually what they were going through, like daily lives. Like those people go in the studio, like say, like now me and you talking, having an interview. Say if I was a rapper in the 90s, I'd go to the studio right after the interview, rap about the interview, rap about all the shit that I went through the past couple days, and then it'll be a hit. Like now it's like a lot of artists is making up stuff. Like, boy, you ain't do that.
Right.
You lying.
Right.
But I mean, it's catchy. But I don't know. I think I like real music better. Like, tell me what you went through.
I agree with you. I'm kind of like 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and that like all those eras. I think this era, like from the 2020 going back, I think so far with this era is kind of hurt. This era is hurt by the social media because it kind of hurt the artists on the strength of back then. If you look at those other era superstars, they didn't have an outlet like a Facebook, Instagram, and all that to tell you everything that's on their damn mind. So, or to squash all their beefs. If they had any issues or something, they had to go do an interview, a magazine, because magazines were real hot back then. You had to get an article or something like that in a newspaper or whatever. But compared to now, where you can just get on your phone and just type your feelings and emotions within 10 seconds. So I think that kind of hurt the superstars in the sense of, because now it's like, instead of you waiting to hear how an artist is in their music, you seeing it every day. You're following them every day. So it's like you're growing up with their kids. So, and then a lot of artists are being hurt because a lot of artists have bad personalities. Some people are not good to follow, but their music is awesome. But then it also turns you away from some of their music. You're like, oh man, he's terrible. I don't even like his music no more. So it's like this generation, I think the superstars and the musicians, it hurts the aura of them by them having the outlet of being to express themselves a little too much instead of having it in the music, like you said. Because back then, you had no choice but to go in the studio, get a beat, and put your emotions out now. But now it's like you got the internet where something can come out, and now you got to defend that instead of now putting it on an album. Because some artists still did that, like Tory Lanez did it. He did his confession. Well, some people say confession, but he did his thing on the mixtape or whatever that he did, to try to capitalize off it. But I think that's what's the main cause of what's hurting the musician in this era.
That, and also a lot of them don't do mixtapes. Like, we had a lot of mixtapes back then too. Like, I'll go cop a artist mixtape before I cop their album, because I know that mixtape gonna be fire.
Right.
Yeah.
Cause mostly commercial albums, they mostly doing it for the labels to make the labels happy, and a lot of the artists don't really like doing some of the records on their albums because
Mm-hmm.
it's the labels want those. 'Cause a lot of artists don't really like performing their hit records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of the hit records they consider to be cheesy compared to a lot of other records they want to push
Yep.
and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, that's a good. But nineties is a real. So give me 590 artists.
Oh, Tupac, Biggie,
Okay.
Total,
Okay.
H-Town.
Okay. You can keep going. See how quick that. See how quick that was. You had to pause when I tell you about this one. I mean this era.
Yeah, and then also like my music, like what I listen to mostly be like 90s, 80s,
Okay.
70s. I even listen to some 60 artists.
Yeah, me
like
too.
I'm an old soul. Like
Yeah.
I listen to some of the new artist stuff, but
Yeah.
baby, I'm old school to
Right.
death.
So new R&B artists, like who you vibe with, new R&B wise.
Not me.
If you consider it R&B, you know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Compared to what they have now, compared to what R&B we grew up to, the R&B that they have now, who would you consider like, hey, you know, they have some pretty decent music? Me, I say SZA.
Yeah.
You know, I like
love
SZA
her.
stuff. I like Kehlani stuff.
Yeah, those two definitely.
Beyonce, I like the old Beyonce.
I like the Beyonce before she became.
Cowboy Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
way
Beyonce, the
before.
old Beyonce.
Yeah. Who else?
I like Tim's.
Yeah, I like some of her songs.
I like Tim's.
Yeah.
I like Tim's. I'm really rocking with Tim's vibe. Like, she, some of her music, it gives me like the vibe of a Sade in a little bit. Not as poetic as Sade, but it gives you that vibe of it, like a new age vibe of it in a sense because of the Afro beats and the sounds of it. But yeah, I'm rocking with her. I like Ari Lennox. I like Ari Lennox. I like her. I like some of her stuff.
Some of her stuff is good to me.
Like some of her stuff.
Yeah.
Jasmine Sullivan. Them type of artists.
Jasmine Sullivan need to come back out.
Yeah.
With another album.
Right.
Definitely.
Right. So is there any independent underground artists that you like, that you listen to? Do you listen to underground music? Somewhat?
Sometimes. Sometimes. I be listening to Lola.
Shout out Lola.
Tiffany.
Shout out Tip, Miss Tip.
Dang, I can't think of that other artist's name. I be listening to a few people, but sometimes it's like I listen to them, but then I'm like, yeah, I just want to listen to my old school.
Your old
music.
school stuff,
Yeah.
your vibe, yeah. Cause we like our comfort zone, our vibes and stuff. We don't mind trying to listen to things and stuff like that. But everybody had their vibe. So they vibe. Like me, I listen to reggae.
Nah, reggae is good.
You know
Reggae good for your soul.
All day.
But a lot of people don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that. Cause this is my whole thing. I never understand a culture, cause I can't blame it on this culture because we had it in our era. Cause we had the crunk era. I done seen a lot of dudes get their ass kicked in the crunk era. I seen a lot of people get their ass beaten in that crunk era.
What?
So so you can't just say this era is bad when it comes to crime, because we even though a lot of people wasn't shooting, a lot of people did get beat badly.
Yeah, but that's different. Like I'd rather see you beat up somebody, like y'all fight, than you shoot them and kill them.
That's
like,
fact.
What's the point of killing somebody?
That's fact.
Crazy. Now you gonna spend the rest of your life in jail.
That's fact.
Like, just
That's
go
fact.
beat the person up.
That's fact. So that gets me to this question. Might be a little touchy question, but I have to ask this question just to get your opinion on it. So the Carmelo situation.
Yeah.
So do you feel like it was justified for him to stab, Austin?
I honestly think he didn't stab that boy.
Okay.
But at the same time, even if he did, that's self-defense.
Okay.
Because it's 5 people jumping him. And he already told y'all leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I understand where he coming from. Because I done been in a situation like that in school where Oh, y'all think y'all about to bully me? No.
Okay.
No. The only difference was I didn't carry anything around, like knives or none of that. Like,
Yeah.
I had a hunger that used to carry blades in her mouth.
Right.
So it was like, you got that. Me, I'm just gonna fight. Like,
Right.
and if you want to kill me or harm me in any kind of way, then that's crazy, because that means that you're scared of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think with that situation, it was just, everybody wait to the last minute to intervene on the situation.
Yeah.
They could have
handle
handled
it. Yeah.
a different way earlier.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure that boy that went to all them people in the school, all the principals, all the teachers, and told them, hey, these boys bullying me.
Okay.
Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
let's just say this. A lot of white teachers and principals do not take a black person's claim of being bullied serious.
No.
I'm gonna say that they don't, because I done seen it. I done seen it happen plenty of times. They don't want to intervene until that black person snaps.
Right.
And somebody's hurt or somebody's dead. Like,
Right.
y'all could have been intervened in that situation.
Right. That's but for that situation, I feel like it's self-defense. I just wish he didn't stab.
Yeah.
Or if he did or what if he did not. That's my only thing about the whole situation. Because I remember, like, that goes back what we was talking about. Growing up, I done got jumped maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe my whole life, by more than 2 or 3 guys at once. No knives was included. No weapons was included. We just throwing hands. You feel me? So, just growing, and I feel like, I can't put my aspect on Carmelo's aspect because we were raised totally different.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I just look at the generation of the people of back then and how we was raised, of our parents teaching us that we had to be tough.
Yep.
Life going to be tough. Like, everybody, you can, ain't finna be kissing your ass and all this other stuff. You're going to have to get it out the mud, compared to now they can just sit in front of a computer and make more money than me and you.
Right. Like, why y'all ain't had this when I was dating?
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro.
So it's like, shit, you mean to tell me we could have made money being lazy back then? Because I was on a video game heavy as a kid.
Right.
Compared to, and my parents used to always be like, I have to get off my ass and I have to get a job. I have to work. You're getting old. Because, they buy your high school, they buy your clothes and all that, your parents and all that, till you get to a certain age. And now, they get you to pick out your own stuff.
Yeah.
And if you start complaining about the stuff that they buy you, what they tell you?
Well, if you want what you want, go get a job and get it. Don't worry about it, Mom. I remember my mama told me that. I said, don't worry about it. I'm about to go get me. I went and got me a job. I'll never forget. Don't worry about it.
What was your first job?
My first job, I worked at Yankee Candle in the mall.
Okay.
And Raspberry Smooth place in the mall. If anybody used to go to the mall or work in the mall, they will remember that Raspberry smoothie place in there. I worked both of them jobs my senior year in high school.
Right. And that's where they trick us at too. You know what they do? They'll tell you that, get a job, and you thinking you get the job to buy clothes. Now you getting a job, now you gotta help pay bills.
Boy, what? Oh, you want a cell phone? Don't worry about it. I remember my mom was like, you want a cell phone? I was like, yes. And she was like, what kind you want? I'll never forget. I had this flip phone. It was a Nokia flip. My mama got it for me. She was like, okay. Next month she came, she said, your cell phone bill due. My cell phone? What you mean? Oh, you thought you was just getting a free phone? You got a job. Don't worry about it. I don't even want the phone no more. I don't even want the phone no more.
I ain't even asked for this phone. I would have got a better phone if it was gonna be that.
Okay, so which bill you want? You want the water bill or the light bill?
Yep.
I don't want them bill.
I don't want that bill. You like, what's the cheap bill? Which one is the cheapest? The water bill. Like, damn.
How much the water bill?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll pay that.
That's how it be.
On.
I had to start off. I had to pay the cable, internet. Cause back then they had regular, cable.
Mm-hmm.
So you had Oh, you had a different basic channel, the platinum gold channel, the silver. I mean the silver, gold channel, platinum, and each channel give you so many networks as you can watch and stuff. And we had like the TiVo, the little TiVo box and stuff.
That's the old box.
Man, boy, that was a time back then. That was the whole time. Time to be alive.
Yeah.
So, what are your future goals? As far as like, what are the plans for Marie Brooks at the end of the day? As far as when you want to retire, like where you want to be at in life?
Okay. Well, where I know I'm gonna be at, as long as I stay on the right path that I'm on, where I know I'm gonna be at, I'm gonna be a multi-millionaire.
Let's go.
I'm gonna have my land and my house and be secluded from the world. Cause, baby, I just want peace. Like the older I get, it's like I don't care about staying in the city no more. Let me go to the country. Let me find me some land, some acres. So, like, if I want family and friends to come move on my land, like, hey, yeah, y'all can come move on. But I'm gonna pay, like, y'all gonna have to pay a lot fee. Right. It's not gonna be a lot, but you know what I'm saying? That's your land. You do what you want. Like, that's where I want to be. Yeah. The older I get, like. That's what's up. Yeah. Especially when I retire. Boy, listen. Let me have my land, build me a little pond, all that. That's crazy. So, if I were to ask you this 10 years ago, no, 15 years ago, would your answer been the same? Hell no. You're like, hell nah. My mind was dumb as hell back then. Man. You'd have had jet skis, motorbikes. I would have had everything. And then, like, it's so crazy. Like, I look at where I was like, oh, yeah, this is what I want to do. I used to be like, bruh, I just want to be a queen pin. I want to sell all the dope to everybody. And I be like, now that I'm older and I look back on stuff that I used to say, I be like, I really said that shit. Right. Like, dang. So they get to my last question. So, getting to the point that we both, we getting older, as far as that we getting wiser. I said that we get wiser. And you start seeing this generation, you start seeing all the things that they do online for like the gimmick stuff, the crazy stuff, the oohs and the ews and the eyes just for the clicks. Do you think 20 years down that road, do you think a lot of them going to be shameful? A lot of the content that they release. Yeah, a bunch of them probably already shameful now. Right. Cause one thing about the internet, it stays forever. I don't care how many times you delete it. Trust me, it's somebody out there that can screenshot it, screen record it. Right. Like, it stays forever. That's why I'm like, I be skeptical about what I put online, about what I say. Right. I used to be one of them people, like, when the internet first, like, kind of took off and, like, all the racists and stuff started showing their true colors, I used to be up under them posts arguing with them. Because what you mean? Like, you a racist? What? And now that I look back on it, I'm like, you know what? Even though I said the right things, like, why I'm on the internet arguing with people? Arguing with people. Like, internet's the worst place to argue with everybody. Because it becomes a political party. Because everybody in the world that wasn't even in the room with you, you're like, motherfucker, I saw this in person. He slapped my sister in my face. How you gonna argue with me, say he ain't do it? Man, that ain't his character. It become a safety issue too, because now a lot of people, because the internet is so accessible with everything, like you can access anything. Right. Like you get into it with somebody, that person be done put your whole business out there, your phone number, your address, everything, your social security number. Like, I ain't got time, because at that point, baby, I will shoot all you. Right. And going off your question, going off your answer, what you just said about too accessible, a lot of stuff being too accessible for everybody. I feel like the AI has got too accessible for everybody to have, to a point where it's like tackiness a little bit, like to everybody's. Now it's like everybody in this I am robot thing. Boy, you get what I'm saying? I just felt like
AI, it can still exist, but I felt like it should be only used to people that can really afford it.
Yeah.
It should be like some real expensive type of software or some really expensive type of technology that only people that have the money can touch it. I don't feel like certain things should be have accessible
Yeah.
for everybody. You get what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
what that's no different than, okay. What I mean by that, like when when the iPhone first came out, everybody couldn't afford the iPhone
At all.
at all. Some of them still can't do it now, but
Yeah.
that kind of separated the people in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you had everybody with this Android iPhone war that
Yep.
still goes on to this day. So you get what I'm saying? So I just feel like have the technology, but make it where it's not accessible for everybody can get it and destroy it, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that's all.
So now, what you're saying? You finna say something about AI?
Yeah, with the AI, I really don't think we need AI because it's so much going on with AI. Like, I done seen somebody take a picture of somebody, put it in the AI generator, like manufacture a whole thing for them, and it's not even them. It be people out here with these posters that be pissing me off.
Oh man.
These AI generated posters. Why is y'all doing that? That person don't even look like that. I be looking at some people posters and I be like, that don't look it like you. That don't look like the people that's supposed to be in the thing. Like, in a lot of these, I love my women. I love my man too, but a lot of them is out here using AI to spruce up how they look, make them look thinner, make them have bigger asses and bread. I'm like, why is y'all doing that?
Right.
Like, that's crazy. Now, all your pictures on your social media is AI generated and manufactured. So
digital makeup.
When you go missing, how we gonna know it's the real you?
Yeah.
Because I'm one of them people, baby. I'm going to look at the picture that somebody sent me or the picture that's on your profile on your Facebook, and I'm going to go off of that. And if somebody say, oh, you missing, you come up to me and say that you missing, I'm just going to look at you. Like, I'll call the police for you, but I'm going to look at you like, this ain't you.
Right.
That's crazy.
Creating catfishes.
A lot of them. Like, that's why I'm surprised the show Catfish came out during our time. Like, no, Catfish need to be out right now. Like, right now, because...
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that's
so just imagine social media didn't have all the filters and all the stuff you could put on there. People had to put their straight pictures or they had to go buy professional pictures. It'd be a lot of people not having these glam pictures you be seeing.
It's gonna be a lot of people mad because what you don't like about yourself that you gotta cover it up like that, that's crazy.
Right.
And like, I don't believe in plastic surgery.
Okay.
I don't believe in none of that, because why you want somebody to cut into your body? Why don't you just get up and go do the work? Why you being lazy? You can go to the gym. You can stop eating all the fast food that you eating. That'll definitely cut a lot of people weight out.
Right.
But they don't see that. Y'all out here drinking and eating crab balls and fried chicken, McDonald's, all that every day, every weekend. And then y'all drinking alcohol on top of that. Alcohol is the biggest thing that when it comes to your health, if you cut it out, your health will improve. Yeah, like the women and the men with the big bellies, stop drinking alcohol.
Yeah, the keg bellies, the Ray J bellies.
That's just nasty. Like, you don't care about your health?
The Ray J belly. Yeah, that's that good drink. That good drink. Yeah, that's true.
And I'm like, and that's one thing I can truly say. I'm glad, like, I thank the Lord every day, like, cause baby, I know in my 20s I used to be an alcoholic every day. I think the only days I took off from drinking and stuff was on Sundays, and that's because I had to go to church with my mama.
Your mom, yeah.
But other than that, baby,
you was on it.
Clubs, every day of the week, drinking, taking shots. I can't do it no more though.
Right.
It ain't the
Them days
same.
over with.
Boy, what?
Them days over with.
I go out drinking, go home, I'm asleep.
Right. Till tomorrow.
For 2 days if I don't be careful, depending on what I drink.
Right. Right. Alright, so before we slide off on NewbieVeT, how they can get in contact with you for bookings, for acting, modeling?
Yeah.
Modeling.
You can find me on social media. Right now, all my tags is Real Miss Mimi. And I do have an email, but I don't know what it is right now. It's on my social media though.
What the hell? What's your email? I don't know. I thought you knew it.
Oh no. You can find me on social media though at Real Miss Mimi. That's RealMizzMeme.
Any love you would like to shout out?
Nah, cause I don't really don't fuck with stuff like that. I was just
But you have your family like, damn, Mimi, really? Damn. That's what's going on.
No, for real. I definitely want to shout out you, J.Paul, and Chantel, because y'all was the ones that helped me start my acting. So shout out to y'all. You know, shout out to Chantel too. If y'all need y'all hair did, a lot of y'all in Augusta do need y'all hair did. Hit up Chantel. She does hair. She real good at it. That's who does my hair now. Who else? All of CTC. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all my supporters. I see y'all. It's too many of y'all to name, but just know I see y'all and I love y'all. Thank y'all. I definitely though also want to shout out my godmama. Her name is Magical Lady Duchess. If y'all want to start y'all spiritual journey and do the work, and I mean do the work to heal, that's like the go-to person. I love her to death. Yeah, and shout out to my family too. I love y'all too. Even if y'all don't think I do.
Man.